Hey 78717 homeowners and buyers. In this video I'm going to talk about the most recent 78717 real estate housing market statistics and talk about what we're seeing in the market right now and what that means to you as a buyer or seller of 78717 real estate. I'm Eric Peterson, broker and owner of Kopa Real Estate and an Avery Ranch homeowner since 2007. Let's review the 78717 and Avery Ranch real estate housing market statistics for April 2022. The number of homes sold was down 51% compared to April of 2021. Homes sold on average for $327 per square foot, up 31% over last year. The average sales price increased 33% to $826,142, and the median price was up 18% to $700,000. The lowest priced home sold was in Brushy Creek Village for $390,000, and the highest priced home sold was in Brookside at Avery Ranch for $1,570,000. There were 4 homes that sold for over $1 million compared to only 1 last year. The smallest home sold was the same home in Brushy Creek Village at 1,148 square feet, and the largest home sold was at 5,075 square feet in Heritage Oaks. The home that sold for the lowest dollars per square foot was in the woods at Brushy Creek at $203 per square foot, and the home that sold at the highest dollars per square foot was in the Northwoods Avery Station condos at $366 per square foot. As of May 9th, there were 27 homes active and 37 homes under contract, and that compares to only 13 active homes back in April. On average, homes sold in 5 days for 8% over list price, which is down from 10% over list price in March. So now let's talk about the question everybody's asking me, if the market is cooling off and what that means for buyers and sellers. And of course, I'd love to know what you think is happening, so leave us a comment, right? Now, a few months ago, I talked about how when people ask me if it's a good time to sell, I'd respond with, only if you want to sell your home for a lot more than it's worth, right? The visual we used was an ice cream sundae with whipped cream, and the whipped cream represented that extra amount of money you could get when selling your home because there were so few homes on the market. You can count on me to tell you what's really going on in the market today. So we're still in an incredible seller's market, but we are starting to see signs that the market is shifting and going from super hot to only hot, right? Home sellers are typically 3 to 6 months behind the market. So if you're planning to sell a home, it's important you pay attention to what's really going on and not just focus on recent sales prices, the homes that went under contract when interest rates were still 3%. Of course, for more insights, plan to attend one of our upcoming free online home selling workshops. You can sign up at copaworkshop.com. So here are some of my thoughts about what a shifting market will mean. And first is that different sellers will have different experiences. And I expect the homes that are in high demand, those special properties, they're going to remain that way. Other sellers with the type of homes I previously wrote about, whose homes typically would sell at a discount and could have sold at the top of the market when the inventory of homes was lower, those sellers may see lower prices going forward. For example, there's a home I sold back in March that was originally listed for $790,000 and wound up selling for $830,000. And this home is on the 9th worst lot in the zip code. Now I keep track of this because I've already sold the number 2, 4, 7, and 8th worst lots, right? So at the time, it sold for a great price because there was nothing else to buy in the neighborhood. And today there are 3 nicer homes on much better lots for sale for only $800,000. So if we put that home on the market today, I expect it would sell for less than $800,000. Now, when people ask me if we're in a bubble, I always ask what that means. So this is an interesting situation because for that specific seller, if they'd held off listing until now, the market would feel very much like there was a bubble that popped, right? So those homes that we were recommending selling, particularly the ones with bad floor plans or maybe bad lots, you may want to consider selling your home, putting it on the market sooner than later, right? Pay attention to the active listing and days on the market. So what we're seeing is the active number of listings has increased compared to earlier in the year. This is a chart of the active listings since 78717, and you can see the 7-day average as of May 6 was 25. So it's not surprising to see the 7-day increase at this time of the year. There is typically a rhythm to the market. However, as I write this on May 9th, there are now 27 active listings, and that's a big difference compared to April 1st when there were only 4 active listings. Earlier in the year, homes could be priced at whatever sellers wanted and a home would sell. Sellers could take the attitude that there was nothing else to buy. And of course, that's changed, and sellers will have to take a different approach in this market. As a seller, you have to understand it's psychologically because you may have had a different experience than a friend who put their home on the market in February. Next is interest rates and fewer buyers, right? So earlier in the year, there was a mad rush for buyers to get under contract before interest rates went up. Some experts were predicting that would cause fewer buyers later in the year, and that appears to be what may be happening. And we're now experiencing the double whammy of fewer buyers than earlier in the year, combined with mortgage rates in the mid 5% range, which is much higher than experts were predicting rates would increase to this year. The reality is there's fewer buyers who can qualify for your home compared to 2 months ago. So I've been very careful not to tell anyone to hold off putting your home on the market because this is a possibility, right? What I've been telling everybody is, if you want 10 offers for your home, you need to be on the market when there are 10 buyers for your home, and that may not be the case anymore. So of course, do you want me to tell you the truth or what you want to hear, right? So all this may not be the news that you want to hear. There may even be some sellers that won't hire me because I want to give you the information you need to be successful and not just tell you what you want to hear. Of course, regardless of market conditions, I believe we give you the best chance of success. So if you're planning to sell, call, text me directly at 512-791-7473, or if it's more convenient, you can schedule a time with my online calendar at kopaseller.com. So what about buyers, right? So for buyers, this means for the first time in 2 years, you may have less competition for homes. You may be able to buy a house without multiple offers, right? You may also see more homes coming back on the market from other buyers who went under contract, but they can no longer afford the home due to higher interest rates. And so that means this is not the time to give up, because by no means am I expecting there to be any crash in the market. People just have too great of a financial position on the homes that they own right now to see a lot of desperate sellers, right? But you do need to be careful about offer prices, because some homes are still being listed at market value, but we're seeing many homes come on the market at prices that are way too high, and they'll never sell at those prices. Thanks so much for watching, and we appreciate your support.